the result wouldn't be, palatable at all. So I thank the NWC of my party for standing their ground and saying, no, by the constitution of our party, the nomination process should be open, free, and fair. Every aspirant should have the opportunity to come and purchase his expression of interest and nomination forms. You could recall that somebody even purchased presidential nomination form. That to show you how democratic my party is, how open and seamless and free and fair the process is. It is no longer the issue of the governors controlling the process. No. My party have stood their ground, the NWC, and Mr. President, I give him kudos for ensuring that rule of law is obeyed, the constitution of my party is obeyed, the Electoral Act is obeyed.
All right, so as it stands right now, can party members still expect open competitive primaries, or are we moving into a consensus candidacy? And what safeguards are being put in place to prevent imposition of candidates?
When you are an aspirant, you are aspiring to win. Every aspirant wants to win, but at the end of the day, it is one candidate that will emerge. So you go out in the field, do your bit. If it is direct primaries and the electorates, members of my party, votes for you and you win, so be it. And if they did not vote for you, so be it. The only thing you need to do is to prepare yourself well, mobilize well, talk to members of my party who will be the delegates to vote at the election. If they vote for you, so be it. And remember, there is no electoral process or any contest that a defeated person will be 100% happy. Right?
Interesting. So let's take this conversation to even Borno State, where we have Senator Kaka Lawan, who is the blessed candidate, assumed or presumed blessed candidate by the governor. Of course, we also have Mustafa Gubio. Now, if you look at what is playing out in Borno State right now, the sitting governor, won't his candidate automatically emerge as the voice of the people?
If the person that the governor, chose
is the party leader, and your national working committee have given. No, I'm trying to just put it in perspective. Is the party leader and the party have given the governor that opportunity to be able to control the internal structure mechanism of the party within its states?
No.
All right. Help us understand it.
That is not true.
Help us understand it.
In this context,
yes,
if the governor has a right to support somebody, but that does not make it sacrosanct. Other aspirants that do not agree should also procure their nomination forms and they slug it out at the primaries, direct primaries. Because the consensus means all of us agree. If one or two aspirant does not, even one aspirant does not agree, I said they will go for direct primaries. So the governors do not have the power. No, my party did not give the governors the power to control the
so if the governor supports a candidate,
if
do you expect that candidate to lose?
Well, it depends. It depends. It is not.
Has it happened before? Has it happened before?
The governor has.
Give us instances. Give us instances within the APC.
Excuse me. The governor has one vote. This time, the society is dynamic and politics is dynamic. What happened in 2023 is not what you expect to happen in 2023. But the
governor has large influence.
Excuse me. What happened in 2023 is not what you expect to happen in 2027. No. As the human society progresses and develops, and the electoral process progresses and develops, same also everything around it and about it progresses like that. It changes. It is not static. So that the governor nominated somebody does not confer that the person must be the candidate. It is not sacrosanct. If the other aspirant says we do not agree, they go to the field and slug it out. Whosoever emerges victorious becomes the candidate.
So, Chief, at this point, is the APC also considering direct primaries? Let's maybe get that perspective from you, or the APC is going to go into an indirect primaries, or perhaps an hybrid system.
The Electoral Act provides for two modes of primaries: direct primaries or consensus.
Well, at this point, we have seen a lot of situations going on right now within the All Progressive Congress. That's why I'm curious. Are we going to see a direct primaries or an indirect primaries,
there
or an hybrid system, or perhaps just
the Electoral Act provides for two modes of primaries: the direct primaries or consensus arrangement.
I just gave you a typical example in Lagos State. Yeah, please go ahead.
Now, for there to be a consensus, every aspirant must agree. Part V of section of Electoral Act, section 87(1) provides for that. Every candidate, every aspirant must agree and consent to that they are withdrawing for a particular aspirant to fly the flag, and they must sign. That is consensus. When any particular candidate disagrees, they will go for direct primaries. So the issue of indirect primary does not arise at all. It is against the law. It is direct primaries or consensus arrangement.
But it happened in Lagos?
No, it didn't happen in Lagos. What happened in Lagos was a consensus. A consensus was what happened.
So 3 persons picked the form. I just told you that Samuel Ajose, the person of also Jide Adeniran, and also
and I told you that,
and you're saying once your party is democratic,
yes,
and your party upholds the tenets of democracy,
absolutely.
But then in this regard, certain blocks within Lagos State, or certain group or individual, which you said that Lagos State has been known to be a state that is very organized when it has to do with its leadership structure.
Yes.
Now, there is a constitution, Electoral Act.
Yeah.
The Electoral Act mandates for 2 types of primaries.
Yes.
Or 2 types of ways of bringing candidates to emerge.
Yeah.
Right now, 3 candidates picked the form.
Yeah.
A group of persons met, and 1 person, candidate, was later picked. One aspirant, I beg your pardon, was later picked or later emerged as the flag bearer of the party. Does this reflect the will of the people? And in a case where we have 3 candidates, and based on the section that you've cited, shouldn't we be looking at direct primaries instead, other than for the group to meet?
When you make your narration, please make it to be concise. Now, the party leaders and stakeholders said this is the person, that should fly the flag. And some aspirants bought form. And later, when they saw reasons, because they will see reasons, you will discuss with them. Consensus is you must build confidence in everybody, listen to everybody, and then give reasons why so and so should be. And when they see reasons with you, they will concede. And that was what happened in the case of Lagos State. It is democratic. Jandor has withdrawn. Has congratulated His Excellency Obafemi Hamzat. His Excellency Ambode did not even purchase form. He has congratulated His Excellency Obafemi Hamzat. That is democracy at work, and that is consensus at work.
Well, Chief, let's take this conversation to the grassroots.
Yeah.
You are more of a grassroots person.
Yes.
So let's even look at this old policy and the Electoral Acts, having a holistic approach to it. Will it affect this old policy and the Electoral Act? Will it affect the grassroots and also the aspirants even from the grassroots that may not even have strong political backing?
The Electoral Act is for inclusive participation of everybody in the political process. The Electoral Act 2026 gave everybody room to participate. That is why it eliminated hurdles that we are hitherto existing in the political nomination process. The delegate process, it abrogated it.
But you,
excuse me, it abrogated it and brought about consensus. If aspirants will come together, discuss among themselves and agree, okay, you have a better chance or opportunity, to win this election than so and so, than aspirant A, B, C, D. We allow you to go and sign. It saves everybody time. Yes, everybody wants to go, but there must be a better candidate. One must be better amongst all.
I'm asking you that question.
So the Electoral Act 2026 provided for inclusive participation of everybody in the political and electoral process.
Well, Chief, I asked that particular question in order to ask this as a follow-up question to that, because looking at the old gladiators that are emerging right now as governorship candidates from your party, they tend to have one political backing or the other. You've said the governors don't have the right to even bring out candidates or impose candidates on the people.
I say
okay, the governors have
that the governor has the right to
impose
make a choice,
candidates,
not impose, to make a choice, to support somebody. His support is not sacrosanct.
That is the political backing, and that is
yes,
what so far we're seeing.
Has a
but then looking at the All Progressive Congress, for aspirants at the grassroots who may not have a strong political
Godwin,
backing,
listen to me.
are they going to also
Excuse me,
enjoy
every
some of this
political
consensus?
aspirant, every aspirant to a political office has one form of backing or the other. You are coming from somewhere. You will not come from the blues. You are coming from somewhere, and you are representing an interest. The thing is, Electoral Act has made it that whatever your interest is, whatever your backing is, come to the, either you can slug it out in the field, in direct primaries, or you agree to a consensus. If it favors you, so be it. If it does not favor you and you concede, it goes. You understand? Everybody, every aspirant to a political office has one form of backing or the other. So that the governor, supports this person does not mean it is that person that will fly the flag if the other aspirant do not concede.
Well, critics have said that this all support and the consensus that we're seeing right now, even from your party, will further deepen the cracks within your party and further divide the All Progressive Congress.
No.
Of course, there will be some form of division and blocks within the party.
Instead, it will bring more cohesion in my party, because if the governors were allowed to control the nomination process, it would have brought in serious cracks that will be difficult to mend in my party, and my party will lose elections. But because my party is democratic, and like I said ab initio, I salute the courage of the members of National Working Committee of my party for standing their ground, and I commend Mr. President as well for ensuring that the democracy comes to play, and level playing field was made open to every aspirant to aspire. If you lose that, you have lost in a free and fair process and contest. It is not a case of an imposition. No, this process of allowing every aspirant, the latitude to come and express yourself, purchase your form, go for primaries, whichever way it goes, shows that we want everybody to play together. If you do not win because it is one person that will emerge, if it is not you that emerge, it does not mean that you were treated unfairly. So instead of disintegrating my party, it will bring about more cohesiveness and more cohesion in my party, more unity, and everybody will work together in my party to ensure we secure victory at the polls.
All right. Again, Nigerians will say, when we sample opinions from the street, a lot of Nigerians have also come out to say that the presidency under the President of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has been given a consensus candidate for the 2027 election. How correct is this assertion that the APC is giving President Bola Ahmed Tinubu a walkover?
When we have another person that has purchased the form?
Well,
excuse me, when I talk, people at times talk out of ignorance in the streets. Now, if we close the presidential, nomination process, we would have printed only one form, only one nomination form, like we saw some parties did in the past. But we printed presidential forms, and my party has said that everybody is free to contest. And we have seen someone else that has purchased his presidential nomination and expression of interest form. So where is it that we gave Mr. President, a kind of a unilateral ticket? But for me and the generality of my party members, majority of us, we are rooting for Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
But okay, please go ahead.
We are rooting for Mr. President.
You're saying that you're rooting for Mr. President.
Yes.
No. Let me land with this. You're saying you're rooting for Mr. President.
I've not finished.
You're saying another candidate have picked the form, but we've heard the APC Governors Forum have come out to sing on your mandate we shall stand.
I have not finished answering your question.
During the APC have come out to say on your mandate we shall stand. And we've seen various support coming out to say on your mandate we shall stand. You're saying that another candidate has picked the form. Is this not just another antics to distract Nigeria, to think that this is going to be competitive?
That is the figment of your imagination.
Really?
It is the figment of your imagination.
When the governors, APC Governors Forum led by Opus Odima and a few others have come out to endorse the president at the last APC National Summit held at the banquet hall of the Presidential Villa, we also saw a lot of group coming out to endorse the president.
Yes, my group, my press conference, we endorsed him.
Well, you are saying at this point that another candidate has gone to pick the form. Yes. Is this not just another
endorsing Mr. Ceremony? President because we believe in his program, policies and programs?
Does it amount to
allow me to answer
candidate?
Your question.
Please
now.
Go ahead.
Endorsing Mr. President means we believe in his policies and programs and how he has governed Nigeria so far. It does not foreclose the right of any other person coming to aspire to be the president in my party. You will tell us what you want to do for us that is better than what Mr. President has done or is still going to do. That is it. That we endorse him does not mean another person does not have the right to aspire. You have the right to aspire. If you feel you have what it takes or you have something better than what Mr. President is doing. So the endorsement does not mean that we have foreclosed the space. No.
So you don't think that that's the ceremonial aspiration?
It is not ceremonial. You go and throw away 100 million naira of your heart and money.
Politicians know how they.
How can you go and throw away 100 million naira?
I'm a journalist, but let's come back to look at this again. Is the party set? Come May 21, we'll be having the governorship primaries.
Yeah.
And of course, it's going to be an interesting time, even for the All Progressive Congress.
Yeah.
Are there mechanisms being put in place to ensure that disagreements are well managed between governors, party leaders, and other stakeholders in order not to even escalate the cracks that might even emerge from after the party primaries?
There would have been cracks if, like what I've said before, there would have been cracks if the governors were allowed to control the nomination process. But now that the nomination process is liberalized in compliance with the Electoral Act 2020 and our party's constitution, there is not going to be cracks. And if should there be, my party has always has internal mechanisms for resolving issues of that nature, so that we work as a team and deliver on our mandate.
So, looking at, let me take you back again to Ogun State, as it is right now.
I don't know what your interest is.
Well, I don't have interest in. I'm just a journalist. You are a card-carrying member of the All Progressive Congress. Let's even look at Ogun State. Solomon, popularly known as Yayi, has been in Lagos State for the better part of his life.
Yes.
He only returned back to Ogun State just 2023, where he emerged as a senatorial candidate, and he emerged as a senator for the Ogun State Western Senatorial District. Now, looking at all of his stay in Lagos and his emergence, it is believed right now that Governor Dapo Abiodun wants to hand over the tickets. All the stakeholders within the APC want to hand over the tickets of governorship to him. Is this fair to party members who have stood with the party long before now?
Is his distinguished Senator Solomon Olamileka Adeola an Ogun State indigene?
He is.
He is. Does he have any right to aspire to a political office in Ogun State?
He does.
He does. So that answers the question.
So does he have the right to aspire for governorship, knowing fully well that we have other governorship candidates that could have emerged, or perhaps other candidates that would have been able to...
Contradicting yourself.
I'm not contradicting myself. I'm asking because one would have thought that Ogun State, perhaps the governor would have considered a person that have been with the party in Ogun State and played the Ogun State politics for more than 23 years to even hand over the tickets to. And other stakeholders would have told that path, other than bringing somebody from Lagos, or a person that have stayed in Lagos almost all his life to give him to entrust the candidacy or the governorship to him.
My party came, emerged in 2015.
Yes.
Election. It was from 2014. For the 2015 election. The question I ask you, has his distinguished Senator Solomon Olamileka Adeola, has he been a member of my party all these years?
Yes.
Is he a founding member of my party?
Yes.
Is he from Ogun State?
Of course.
Has he every right to aspire to any political office in Ogun State? Has he? If the answer is yes, which I know is in the affirmative, he has the right to aspire to any political office.
So what happens to other members of the party that have been in the party prior to this
question before?
So what happened to other members of the party that... Okay, please go ahead.
I have answered this question before. The political leaders of Ogun State who represent various tendencies agreed on consensus. Then other aspirants as well were brought together. Everybody on the round table and an agreement was reached. It was a consensus arrangement. It was not a unilateral arrangement. So the distinguished Senator Solomon Olamileka Adeola is ably and eminently qualified to fly the flag of my party in Ogun State. As an Ogun State indigene, he is. He has represented them since not even 2023. Since 2019, he has been representing Ogun West, I think, where his senatorial zone. So he's qualified. I don't know what your grasp is with him.
Well, just to set the record straight, I am not a politician. I am a journalist.
Or are you representing a particular aspirant's interest?
Well, I don't even have any aspirant in mind. But then, looking at the whole reform being driven by national leadership, by the APC, and some of the structures being put in place right now, I asked the question before now that are there structures being put in place for the party to be able to address the outcome of the May 21 governorship primaries? Now, because we have records here that a lot of persons that are not happy that are already dissatisfied with some of the outings of the party, especially people that felt marginalized, people that felt they were discriminated upon. And right now, we're seeing what is playing out from the sales of form of the party, where we see prices of form, looking at the economic reality of the country right now, where a lot of 80% of the All Progressive Congress members are based on the division that we have right now across the country, looking at the poverty ratio of Nigeria. I believe APC members are also Nigerians themselves. And of course, if we place the divide right now, we can say that 80% of the members of the ADC might not be able to afford all of this form. Now, agreed members at APC, I beg your pardon, APC members might not be able to afford some of this form based on the price tag on the forms. I ask, are there mechanisms being put in place to reconcile agreed members pre and post elections?
Now let me take you this way. 80% of members of my party are not aspiring to political offices. So your assumption
perhaps
wait now.
Let's divide it.
Assumption. Excuse me. I listened to your question. So when I want to respond, you allow me to respond as well. Your assumption of 80% of my party members will not afford the form is not realistic, because 80% of members of my party are not aspiring to political office. Those that are aspiring to political office can comfortably afford the form. And you can, if you go to Sheraton Hotel, that's Abuja Continental Hotel, former Sheraton Hotel, where, for space conference, that was where we moved it. And the forms have been, those sold there. You go there, you see how aspirants are trooping in to purchase their forms. Now, as per the cost of the forms, it is in tandem with the economic realities of today. Remember, the party has to run. The party has projects on hand. The party has a lot of things they need to do with money. And nobody is giving them money. They don't get subvention from anywhere. So it is from the things like sales of this form that party will generate revenue. And from membership that party generates revenue to keep running, carrying out their programs and projects. So what do you expect the party to do? Do you know how much it costs to print these forms? Do you know how much it costs to engage in media outings? Do you know the staff that are working for the party? Do you know how many they are? Their salaries need to be paid. There are a lot of projects, there are a lot of programs that the party embarks on. They generate funds through this medium to be able to carry out their programs and projects. So the cost of the form is in tandem with the economic reality. Remember, in 2023, it was like this. And if you watch other political parties, it has been upward movement, the cost of their forms. So that of my party is not out of place. Besides, my party is the ruling party. So everybody wants to associate with the ruling party. And you don't expect what the ruling party does to be with what parties that are not in government will do in terms of the cost of their forms. Because we are the champions. We are the candidates to beat. We are the party to beat.
Chief, let me digress a bit and talk about the ADC, if you permit me. Well, there are speculations that the APC, the All Progressive Congress, is toiling with the ADC, that all of the rulings that they are having right now are just manipulations to whet their appetite, but then their hopes will be dashed eventually, because this is the APC work tool in order to further destabilize other minority political party. You are a party chieftain. How correct is this speculation?
Absolute fallacy. Absolute fallacy, and I would say it is disinformation and misinformation taken too far. My party has no hand in what is happening in ADC. What is happening in ADC is their own internal problems that they caused to themselves. Instead of facing their problems, they are portioning blame because already they have succeeded in appealing to the emotions of Nigerians, painting my party and government black. But I believe the events unfold, even within the ADC circles, they know the truth. But because they have succeeded in poisoning the minds of some gullible Nigerians to believe their false narrative, they keep on putting it on that. In public relations, there is what we call sustained propaganda. If you sustain and saturate the space with propaganda, false propaganda, everybody will assimilate that narrative. Imagine somebody that heard about what they say, it is APC, and traveled abroad tomorrow. It is that same thought. That information he has gotten is what he has in mind. Whatever we are saying to refute or rebuke whatever the person said, that person is no longer there to believe you. I have interacted with many Nigerians. They do not even know what the subject matter is. They say APC is the one causing problem. What is the problem with ADC that APC is causing? We don't know. But all we know is that APC is the one causing the problem. Even to the elites that should be that are supposed to be exposed and read. Still, ask them what the problem of ADC is that APC is causing. They can't explain. So the misinformation and disinformation has gone far, but the truth will always prevail.
So is the APC going to congratulate the ADC over the Supreme Court?
How will APC congratulate them for wait, excuse me.
Please.
How will APC congratulate ADC for going to court on their own internal problem? How will APC congratulate ADC?
Bayo Onanuga came out to speak
that
the APC should go to court and resolve their issues.
ADC,
I beg your pardon. ADC should go to court and resolve their issues.
Yes.
Felix Moka, the spokesperson of the APC,
of my party,
came out to also speak. They had a press conference here in Abuja where they completely ruled that they don't have hands.
We don't have any hand in what is happening in ADC.
The ADC.
It is self-inflicted.
Bayo Onanuga was quick to speak. We've had members of the APC coming to disassociate themselves from the internal wrangling and the whole internal mechanism going on within the ADC. One would have thought that at this point the APC will, at this point, being the largest political party, congratulate the APC, or you don't think so?
It doesn't follow. No, it does. It is not. It is a misnomer. To think that is a misnomer is anomalous. How will my party go to congratulate ADC for going to court on their own internal problem and getting whatever judgment they got? It is their problem. It is their case. It doesn't call. It's not a national issue. It's not a national problem.
When Bayo Onanuga spoke, was it a national issue?
Excuse me. It's not a national problem. It's not a national issue. A national issue. I mean, that it's not something that was brought about by the acts of government or acts of governance. If it is something that was brought about by acts of governance or policies of government, and they went to court and they defeated government, you will not say, okay, you congratulate them. Do you get me? But this is an internal party issue that they caused their problems and took themselves to court, and the court ruled. They should congratulate themselves, not my party congratulating them.
Well, Chief, as at April, Bayo Onanuga spoke, and he spoke about the issues around the ADC, and he spoke at length. For many national dailies, they captured his statement as Tinubu has no hand, it is self-inflicted. That was as at April the 7th, 2026. But then, he was quick to speak. Right now, people say he has been vilified. He has been APC have been able to show the world that they don't have a hand. But then there's still a speculation that the APC is just playing with the ADC. The long run, the ADC will not be on the ballot. shouldn't this be the right time for the APC to come out and speak? Perhaps to give a press conference, another press conference to say, we are vilified. Our hands are not there. You can see the Supreme Court judgment.
Sorry, to me, there is no reason for that. The truth, like I told you, will always come out, will always stand. If you bury the truth, it will always germinate, no matter how long it takes. The ADC problem is self-inflicted problem. They took themselves to court, and the court ruled for the way the judgment went. It behoves ADC to go and put their house in order. My party, the All Progressives Congress, has no hand in their problem. They caused their problem themselves. Let them solve their problem themselves. It doesn't call for another press conference. Yes, they kept, like I told you, sustained vicious propaganda. Feeding Nigerians with falsehood, but it will not stand. We will disabuse the minds of Nigerians with the way the truth is coming out. The minds of sincere Nigerians who are not gullible will be open to see that, these people who are falsely accusing APC and the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's government, look at how it's going. So, after all, APC has no hand in this. It will come out, and it is coming out already.
Chief, prior to the ADC elections, convention, I beg your pardon, it has been said that the APC is afraid of the ADC. So that's why all of this narrative is going out there. In reality, is the APC afraid? And what is the APC afraid of?
In politics, permutations, conjectures, propositions, figments of imaginations, you see, runs high, especially towards electioneering, period, like we have now. There is nothing in ADC that will make my party afraid. Nothing, absolutely nothing. What is it that is there? Is it the people, the leaders of the party that will have their dossiers? You have their dossiers, you as well. Is there anybody amongst them there that has never held any political position in Nigeria before? What was their performance in office? We know their antecedents. So what is it that they have now, or they are bringing to the table that will make us afraid? Nothing, absolutely nothing.
Perhaps the heart of the people, right now.
Which heart of the people? With vicious propaganda and lies. Don't worry now. Campaigns will start soon. We will label our scorecard. Don't worry. Campaigns will start soon. Then we'll tell Nigerians how things are.
So you think that the APC have done magnificently well?
We have exceeded expectations. We have exceeded expectations.
Can the average man of the streets say
the government of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has breathed life into Nigeria.
Can the average man of the street, does this translate into the reality of the average man of the street?
I told you in our last program that at a time in the development of China, they went through this. They shut their borders. They went through this. When they were reinventing themselves, everybody suffered. But after the suffering, how is China today? When China embarked on structural reforms, like Nigeria has embarked on structural reforms, everybody suffers. Every structural reform comes with pain.
Chief, the elite of China suffered, and the elite of Nigerians suffering.
The elite of Nigeria are suffering. If you had cause to relate with them, you will know that they are suffering as well. When China did their structural reforms, everybody suffered. And after the structural reform, when the dividends began to trickle in, everybody began to enjoy. And today, China is better for it. Nigeria has embarked on structural reform under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. We are suffering, but we will enjoy. When the dividends will start trickling fully, we are getting the dividends small. But when it starts trickling fully, by the time he will complete his next 4 years, you will enjoy the dividend, and you will see where Nigeria will be.
Well, Chief, you're saying that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu will complete 4 years. We will allow that they will allow the ballots to decide if President Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
It is obvious. It's obvious that Mr. President, my president, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is going to coast home to victory.
We can't categorically say that.
No. I am confident.
We can't categorically say that in the open.
I am confident. I interact with Nigerians. I relate with Nigerians all over. I know why I am saying this. I am confident because I relate with the people. I do not relate only with the elite. I relate with the elite. I relate with the middle class. I relate with the people who come, the grassroots. I know what I'm talking about all over. I am in contact with my coordinators in the 174,840 units. They are not lying to me. most I travel. Most times I travel to those places. I travel to those places to see things myself. I relate with my coordinators in 8,809 wards. I relate with them in 774 local governments, in 36 states and FCT. So I know what I'm talking about.
All right. Chief, I know you know what you're talking about, but we'll allow the ballots to...
The ballot has already, the results are there.
Well, except you're saying that the results are already printed.
No, the results are there, because nobody will see...
If the results are not already printed...
No, the results, no.
They're not printed already?
No.
Okay, the results
on the day of election,
so let's allow the results.
From what we have done, and the mobilization we have, we have done, and how we have related with the people, and projects and programs my government, the government of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu have put in place for Nigerians. Nigerians will be an act of ingratitude not to vote President Bola Ahmed Tinubu back to office.
We'll see how that plays out in the days ahead, especially come 2027. So this one I want to say thank you so much, Chief, once again for being with us here on Korero.
You're welcome.
Well, viewers, how far we can go tonight on Korero. Do not forget that you can leave your thoughts, you can leave your comments on our various social media handles currently showing on your screen, and you can also download the Rapid TV app from your Android and iOS devices to keep track of our broadcast. My name is Godwin Sunday. Thank you for watching.
Korero, your front row seat to the most pressing issues from the corridors of power to the heart of our communities. We bring you unfiltered insight, fearless journalism, and the conversations that matter. And I invite you to this big conversation table as we analyze the top stories, ask the tough questions, and hold power to account. News that informs, analysis that empowers, debate that drives change. Korero, the big conversation, every weekday at 7 p.m. only on Rapid TV.
Meet the men and women shaping the future of Nigeria. Get to know your representatives at the National Assembly. From lawmaking to constituency projects, we'll take you behind the scenes and inside the chambers of the Nigerian National Assembly. Learn about the bills they are championing, the challenges they are facing, and the impacts they are making in their constituencies. We'll also bring you closer to the people they are serving and the stories that shape their work. Join us on NAS Watch every Friday on Rapid Television at 7 p.m. So get informed, get engaged, and get to know the leaders shaping Nigeria's future.
Nigeria's economy, the global market, what does it all mean for you? From stock market insights to global financial news you need to know, from Wall Street to the Main Street and of course the marketplace.
Get the answers you need every week on Business Lens as I bring into focus the stories, strategies and shifts shaping our economy. No angle is missed as I talk about the business, the people, patterns and possibilities behind them. Welcome to the Business Lens.
Rapid TV, rooted in truth, driven by impact.
Are you missing out on interviews, music, entertainment, thought-provoking discussions, and more? Don't sweat it, man. We've got you covered. No matter where you are, be part of the action 24/7, online and live.
Caesar Radio.
On Facebook, it's Rapid FM Umahia. On Instagram, it's official Rapid FM. And on X, it is Rapid FM 965. Tune in to Rapid 96.5 FM or listen to us live on our website at www.rapidfm965.com or radiogarden.com. Better yet, get our mobile app from the Google Play Store. Catch the pulse of the Southeast on Rapid 96.5 FM, the sound of your city.
Hey, Oyanam, all Caesar Radio.
Time is power. Our lives are powered by the sun. As the sun rises, so do we. As we trust it to rise and set without any worries interrupting your morning. With our hybrid all-in-one inverter, powering our prosperity and happiness.
Sustainable future, making the shell. Start time solar.
But also nurture what is dear to us, powering trust and support. Empowering us to do things that really matters. Start Times Solar. Power your life. This is Rapid Broadcasting Network, RBN. We connect people, power stories, and amplify voices. On Rapid TV, we're rooted in culture and your window to the stories that matter. From news to lifestyle, we inform, entertain, and uplift. Join Rapid TV on Star Times Channel 176, Nightcomsat. On Rapid FM, we speak your language from the soulful airwaves of Umuahia to the vibrant culture of Port Harcourt and beyond. More than broadcasters, we're creators, amplifying that voice within with powerful content across TV, radio, and digital. Join us at rbnradiotv.com and all our social media handles. One network, one voice. Rapid Broadcasting Network, RBN. The sound of your city. Rooted in truth, driven by impact.
Nigeria's economy, the global market. What does it all mean for you? From stock market insights to global financial news you need to know. From Wall Street to the main street and of course the marketplace.
Get the answers you need every week on Businessless as I bring into focus the stories, strategies, and shifts shaping our economy. No angle is missed as I talk about the business, the people, patterns, and possibilities behind them. Welcome to the Businessless.
Rapid TV, rooted in truth, driven by impact.
In a world where every swipe, click, or tap is shaping our future, technology is no longer a distant dream. It is the heartbeat of Africa and the world at large. From innovations to gadgets, to startups and digital lifestyles, Tech Up with Victor takes you round. A show that makes technology simple, practical, and exciting for everyone. Join us every week on Rapid TV as we break down tech trends, spotlight African innovators, and connect Africa's digital story to the global stage. Tech Up with Victor, where innovation meets you.
Dafa Joseph. Name is Martha Alu.
My name is Victor Arke.
My name is Divine Alex.
My name is Esther Omen.
My name is Arthur James Bruce.
My name is Godwin Sunday.
I am Ijoma Victor.
My name is Cynthia Agbo.
Josephine Bitru.
I bet you already know that this is
Rapid Television.
From the heart of Africa, where dreams are born and passion is boundless, a new wave of talent rises. In La Liga, these extraordinary athletes are not just playing the game, they're transforming it.
Danny Rodriguez, the man chasing, it's Lamine Yamal! What a magnificent goal that
They
is!
shine on the world stage. Watch as they redefine football, inspire millions, and make history. La Liga, where dreams become reality.
My name is Akio Sakido.
Hey guys, this is Anto Lecky.
My name is Leo Bliss.
My name is Akava, go by the name Baba D.
And you're tuned into Rapid TV. I love Rapid TV.
Shout out
Rapid TV.
Thank you, Rapid TV. Please keep watching
Rapid TV. This is Rapid TV.
Rapid TV.
Keep watching.
Keep it down.
Leave it like that.
This is Rapid Broadcasting Network, RBN. We connect people, power stories, and amplify voices. On Rapid TV, we're rooted in culture and your window to the stories that matter. From news to lifestyle, we inform, entertain, and uplift. Join Rapid TV on Star Times Channel 176, Nightcomsat. On Rapid FM, we speak your language from the soulful airwaves of Umuahia to the vibrant culture of Port Harcourt and beyond. More than broadcasters, we're creators, amplifying that voice within with powerful content across TV, radio, and digital. Join us at rbnradiotv.com and all our social media handles. One network, one voice. Rapid Broadcasting Network, RBN. The sound of your city, rooted in truth, driven by impact.
Meet the men and women shaping the future of Nigeria. Get to know your representatives at the National Assembly. From lawmaking to constituency projects, we'll take you behind the scenes and inside the chambers of the Nigerian National Assembly. Learn about the bills they are championing, the challenges they are facing, and the impact they are making in their constituencies. We'll also bring you closer to the people they are serving and the stories that shape their work. Join us on NAS Watch every Friday on Rapid Television at 7 p.m. So get informed, get engaged, and get to know the leaders shaping Nigeria's future.
Nigeria's economy, the global markets, what does it all mean for you? From stock market insights to global financial news you need to know. From Wall Street to the main street and of course the marketplace.
Get the answers you need every week on Business Lens as I bring into focus the stories, strategies, and shifts shaping our economy. No angle is missed as I talk about the business, the people, patterns, and possibilities behind them. Welcome to the Business Lens.
Rapid TV, rooted in truth, driven by impact.
Are you missing out on interviews, music, entertainment, thought-provoking discussions, and more? Don't sweat it, man. We've got you covered. No matter where you are, be part of the action 24/7, online and live.
Caesar Radio.
On Facebook, it's Rapid FM Umuahia. On Instagram, it's official Rapid FM. And on X, it is Rapid FM 965. Tune in to Rapid 96.5 FM or listen to us live on our website at www.rapidfm965.com or radiogarden.com. Better yet, get our mobile app from the Google Play Store. Catch the pulse of the Southeast on Rapid 96.5 FM, the sound of your city.
Hey, Oyanam, all Caesar Radio.
Dr. Joseph. Name is Martha Alu.
My name is Victor Arke.
My name is Divine Alex.
My name is Esther Mel.
My name is Arthur James Brooks.
My name is Godwin Sunday.
I am Ijoma Victor.
My name is Cynthia Agbo.
Josephine Bitru.
I bet you already know that this is
Rapid Television.
Nigeria's economy, the global markets, what does it all mean for you? From stock market insights to global financial news you need to know. From Wall Street.
My name is Faith Dr. Joseph. Name is Martha Alu.
My name is Victor Arke.
My name is Divine Alex.
My name name is Esther Ben.
My name is Arthur James Bruce.
My name is Godwin Sunday.
I am Ijoma Victor.
My name is Cynthia Agbo.
Josephine Bitru.
I bet you already know that this is
Rapid Television.
Hello, good evening and welcome to Rapid Television News. I am Godwin Amunde. In the headlines, Tinubu nominates new Minister of Power. South Court vowed Turaki-led PDP convention sent David Mark-led ADC back to trial court. Lagos Port record high traffic as 8 vessels arrive. Mali honors fallen Defense Minister amid tight security. Super Falcons get by into second round of Los Angeles 2028 qualifiers. Details of these and more come to you in the bulletin. Stay with us. Now the news in detail. In the power sector now, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has nominated Mr. Joseph Olasukomi Tope as Minister of Power, subject to Senate confirmation. The nomination, already transmitted to the National Assembly, follows the resignation of former Minister Adebayo Adelabu, who stepped down to pursue elective office ahead of the 2027 general elections. Mr. Tegbe, an indigene of Oyo State, is widely regarded as a seasoned fiscal and economic reform expert with over 35 years of experience spanning both the public and private sectors. In addition, Tegbe previously served as senior partner and head of advisory services at KPMG Africa, where he led major reforms in fiscal policy, governance, and institutional transformation. He currently serves as Director General of the Nigerian-China Strategic Partnership, strengthening bilateral cooperation. His experience also covers the power sector, including engagements with NERC and NIBET. Analysts believe his appointment could accelerate reforms, improve grid stability, and attract sustainable investment in line with the administration's renewed hope agenda. Turning to party politics now, the Supreme Court has voided the national convention held by a faction of the People's Democratic Party in Ibadan in November 2025. The convention had produced a parallel leadership under Tanimu Turaki San. Delivering the lead judgment, Justice Stephen Jonah Ada ruled that the exercise violated subsisting court orders, describing the disobedience as unacceptable in a democratic setting governed by the rule of law. However, in a dissenting opinion, Justices Haruna Shanami and Abubakar Sadiq Umar argued that the matter concerned internal party affairs and should not have been subjected to judicial intervention. The case originated from a suit filed by former Jigawa State Governor Sule Lamido, who challenged the process after being denied nomination forms. Earlier rulings by both the Federal High Court and the Court of Appeal had invalidated the convention, and the Apex Court's decision now reinforces those judgments, with significant implications for party stability ahead of the 2027 general elections. Similarly, in another major judicial development, the Supreme Court has ordered that a leadership dispute within the African Democratic Congress be returned to the Federal High Court for full determination. In the unanimous judgment delivered by Justice Mohammed Garba, the Apex Court held that earlier interim orders issued in the matter were unnecessary and procedurally flawed. The dispute began when Nafiu Bala, a former national vice chairman, challenged the leadership of the party, insisting he should assume control following the exit of the former chairman, Bala. Bala subsequently filed suit seeking to restrain the recognition of the current leadership and compel his recognition as acting chairman. The Court of Appeal had earlier dismissed an appeal filed by the opposition faction, describing it as premature. With this latest ruling, the Supreme Court has effectively directed that all substantive issues be thoroughly examined at the trial court level, ensuring due process in resolving the parties' internal crisis. In a related development, the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Lateef Fagbemi, has told the Federal High Court in Abuja that political parties without electoral representation should be disregistered. The position was presented in response to a suit filed by the National Forum of Former Legislators seeking the removal of several parties from Nigeria's political landscape. Fagbemi argued that under Section 225A of the Constitution, the Independent National Electoral Commission lacks the discretion to retain parties that fail to meet minimum performance thresholds. He noted that such parties contribute to ballot congestion, increased administrative costs, and complicate electoral processes. The plaintiffs maintain that many of the affected parties have failed to win seats or meet constitutional voting requirements. The case now awaits judicial interpretation, which could significantly reshape Nigeria's multi-party system. Experience will strengthen Nigeria's electoral process ahead of future elections.
You have been chosen among so many, meaning that God has chosen you, knowing fully well that you have a role to play in the enthronement and stability of democracy in Nigeria. So it's not a mistake that you are here. And God will enable us, empower all of us to work together and deliver the good for the people of Nigeria. If we're able to conduct a very
Admiral Malafa's appointment fills the vacancy left by the late Major General Modibo Alkali, retired, as INEC says it remains committed to seeking to amend the Electoral Act 2026 with a focus on clarifying jurisdiction in pre-election disputes. The proposal aims to improve efficiency and consistency in handling cases arising from party primaries and related matters.
Other lawmakers was presented during plenary by the chairman of the House Committee on Electoral Matters, Honorable Adebayo Balogun. The bill seeks to amend Section 29, Subsection 5 to allow aspirants challenging false information submitted by candidates to file suits either in the Federal Capital Territory or in jurisdictions where the cause of action arose. Some lawmakers say this will improve access to justice and reduce procedural delays, arguing that the amendment will accelerate justice delivery, strengthen legal certainty, and enhance Nigeria's electoral process.
To amend 29(8) to mandate candidates to provide both physical and electronic contact details, email, phone number, etc., etc., and amend the first schedule to recognize multiple modes of services, including personal delivery, postal, registered post, electronic transmission, email, SMS, and others. Provide other services deemed effective upon proof of transmission
However, not all lawmakers are in support of the proposal, warning of risks from online scams or network failures that could hinder delivery.
Then now we are saying we are using electronic to serve you. I mean, in this one, we are ending up putting ourselves in the tight corner. I can assure you, a court will say, I've sent you email. You go to your email, is in scam, it's been sent for one.
The bank sends you your statement through your phone.
Mr. Chairman, it's not about
your bank statement comes to you through your phone.
Nigerian. No, that is it. Let's not just look at us. We are looking law for 250
Okay, let me give right of reply to the chairman of the committee. When you receive email, there is a receipt that tells the owner of that email or the sender of that email that email has been received. When a message is sent to you and you receive it, the man who sent it to you will see the sign that it has been received. If it is served manually, if it's received in your office, it is stamped. So electronic technology is trying to make life easier for us. As we said, we are not jettisoning the one that is there. We are not cancelling. We are only expanding it. The
bill has now been referred to the Committee of the Whole for further legislative consideration. Abuja, Linda Ike, Rapid TV.
In the National Assembly, the Senate has appointed Senator Ibrahim Hassan Dankwabo as chairman of the Public Accounts Committee, replacing Senator Aliyu Wadada, who recently defected to the ruling All Progressive Congress. The move aligns with parliamentary tradition, which reserves the committee leadership for membership of opposition parties. Dankwabo, a former governor of Gombe State and ex-accountant general of the Federation, is expected to bring extensive financial expertise to the role. His appointment is seen as part of broader efforts to strengthen legislative oversight and ensure accountability in public spending. The committee plays a critical role in reviewing audit reports and scrutinizing government expenditures. Senate leadership has expressed confidence that Dankwabo's experience in public finance and governance will enhance transparency and reinforce fiscal discipline within government institutions. Nigerian Senate has defended its approval of $516.3 million loan request by the federal government, describing the facility as essential to preventing delays in the Sokoto-Badagry Superhighway project. Our correspondent Cynthia Agbo reports.
The approval followed the consideration of a report by the Senate Committee on Local and Foreign Debts. In the absence of the committee chairman Aliyu Wamako, Deputy Chairman Adamu Alero presented the report during plenary, outlining the strategic importance of the project.
The Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria received communication dated Monday, the 20th of April 2026, from the President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, requesting the approval and resolution of the National Assembly pursuant to Section 16 and 21 of Debt Management Bureau Establishment Act 2011 for the following: 516 million $333,700